Simple and elegant solution to a problem. Here are the 3 scenarios that demonstrated brilliant solution to a problem. First scenario, the pencil. There is an old joke, or urban myth if you look at it another way, that goes something like this. When the National Aeronautics and Space Administration or NASA first started sending up astronauts, they quickly discovered that ballpoint pens would not work in zero gravity. To combat the problem, NASA scientists spent a decade and $1.5 million to develop a pen that writes in zero gravity, upside down, underwater, on almost any surface, and at temperatures ranging from below freezing to 300 degrees Celsius. The Russians used a pencil. Although this joke is not factually correct, the punchline still resonates. There is something to be said about a simple and elegant solution versus a bloated and complicated one. And thus the impetus for creating this presentation, to harbor a space where simplicity and design can be commended and celebrated. The primary goal of this presentation is to serve as a source of inspiration to architects, engineers, or business owners. Second scenario, the soap box. One of the most memorable case studies on Japanese management was the case of the empty soap box, which happened in one of Japan's biggest cosmetics companies. The company received a complaint that a consumer had bought a soap box that was empty. Immediately the authorities isolated the problem to the assembly line, which transported all the packaged boxes of soap to the delivery department. For some reason, one soap box went through the assembly line empty. Management asked its engineers to solve the problem. Post-haste, the engineers worked hard to devise an X-ray machine with high-resolution monitors manned by 2 people to watch all the soapboxes that passed through the line to make sure they were not empty. No doubt, they worked hard and they worked fast, but they spent a huge amount of money to do so. But when a rank-and-file employee in a small company was posed with the same problem, he did not get into complications of X-rays, etc., but instead came out with another solution. He bought a strong industrial electric fan and pointed it at the assembly line. He switched the fan on, and as each soapbox passed the fan, it simply blew the empty boxes out of the line. Third scenario, the bullet. Travelers who use the Philippine International Airport, NAIA, had been experiencing the Tanam Bala scam during the leadership of the previous Philippine government, 2010 to 2015. What did the new president do? President Duterte just implemented that any travelers caught with bullets in their luggages will not be charged. Problem solved. What a brilliant idea. Quality management problem-solving tools being used by private organizations are applicable to government organizations.